Hi, my name is Brianna, and welcome to my reaction commentary channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 6 of Good Omens. And y'all, we have made it to the Season 2 finale. And I'm happy, a little nervous, very much excited, but also I kind of have this sneaking feeling of impending doom. I mean, I'm a pessimist, but it's kind of bad. I'm a little nervous because back in Season 1, I walked into the season finale terrified because let's face it, the last 3 seasons of Hannibal, also the Season 1 finale of Interview with the Vampire, crushed my soul and my heart each and every single time. Without fail, without miss. So when I got into Good Omens, when it came time for a finale, I was just as terrified. And it worked out. We had a great time in the Season 1 finale. Adam, Pepper, Wensleydale, and Brian all helped defeat Satan. Anathema and Newton got to have their adorable little love story. We stopped the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, war, famine, pollution, and death in their tracks. And Crowley and Aziraphale outsmarted Gabriel and Beelzebub. But now that we're in Season 2, I kind of feel like the stakes are a little higher. I mean, instead of just having the apocalypse to stop, we have actual enemies. Hell has a problem with Crowley and Aziraphale. Shax is out here with her stumbling, bumbling 69 demons that she got on loan. And then they broke the window in Aziraphale's bookshop. Who's gonna pay for that? I need the names of all of these demons because I have an itemized list of repairs. But also at the same time, we got haters up in heaven because Michael and Uriel have made me angry every episode. They've been on screen for about 2 minutes at a time, and those 2 minutes, I'm just filled with rage. All they do is whine and complain, and they don't work, and they never put in the research. They think they're better than everybody else. They couldn't wait 24 hours with Gabriel being disappeared to not argue over who's going to take his place. Your homeboy Gabriel is missing, and y'all are worried about who's going to get a promotion. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. And Uriel and Michael have shown me enough. But also, thankfully, gratefully, we've got some allies. But first up, we got Maggie. Because at the end of the last episode, Crowley was going to escort all these humans home safely with no demons touching them. And they had free will to stay or go. And Maggie was the first one to stand up for Aziraphale, who she lovingly refers to as Mr. Fell. And she said she's not going anywhere. If they want a confrontation, we can all have a confrontation. Maggie girl, I appreciate you for standing up for the cause and being a team player. Also, Aziraphale did help her out with the music shop and the rent. So she kind of owes him, but that's still not the point. She didn't have to do what she did, but she did. Speaking of people stepping up to the plate, we got Nina, quote unquote, sorry to hear about the breakup. I don't want to rejoice in your pain. I'm just saying, when one door closes, another one opens. Sometimes, depending on how you look at it. That's not the point. The point is, Nina girl, you're being set up for success. I mean, success if we all live through the night, but this is what we're dealing with, so we just gotta take it. But my girl saw Maggie stand up and say, you know what, I'm gonna stand up too. And if Maggie and Nina don't end up as a couple by the end of this episode, I'm okay with that. We can start out as friends. Actually, they should start out as friends, and they should have more than 5 conversations. Because right now we only have about 5. And in one of them, they almost drowned. So we don't have a lot to work with. So I'm down with laying the foundation of communication. Also on our team is my baby boy, Gabriel James Jim. My sweet boy, who's very fashion forward, who loves hot cocoa, who is enthusiastic about books, and he dusted the shop without being asked. Talk about character development. Gabriel has changed night and day because I used to not be able to stand Gabriel at all. I still remember in Season 1 when he practically called Aziraphale fat and pinched his stomach. Speaking of stomachs, also Sandalphon punched Aziraphale in his stomach last season. You know what? I still got a problem with that. And I haven't seen Sandalphon this season, but he's still on my list. I don't ever forget. I hold grudges. I'm a Taurus. But back to the point. Baby Gabriel wandered onto the doorstep of Aziraphale's bookshop, holding a box and wearing no clothes. In the box, there was nothing. But at the same time, we found a matchbox that he apparently put his brain in, but it got left in heaven and he came to Earth. I gotta figure out that part. That last part was a little wild. And another pressing matter. Shax and all of the demons outside are after Gabriel specifically. And nobody's about to lay a hand on my boy. And also on this team is my girl Muriel. I mean, technically Muriel's more like the mascot. She's not actually on the team. She's actually pretty neutral and she's just feeling her way through life. Also, side note, I don't know why I keep talking in sports metaphors. I know nothing about sports. I chalk it up to my adult ADHD. But back to the point. Muriel, our mascot, is out here putting in the work and putting in the hours. The nicest, kindest human police officer this planet has ever seen. On Muriel's worst day, they're better than Michael and Uriel put together. And last but certainly not least, is Crowley and Aziraphale, who have truly gotten close to my heart. I ship them, I want to protect them, they only deserve the best. I love that we got to spend so much time during season 2 seeing the highs and lows of their relationship and their connection. It wasn't always rainbows and butterflies for them over the last however many years since Light was created. No, they had trials and tribulations and they got through them, even when they had to argue through them together. Not only have they earned my heart, they've earned my respect. And I will die on the Crowley and Aziraphale hill. And before we see if this episode kills me, could you do me a quick favor? Like, subscribe, ring that bell for post notifications, follow me on all my social media, follow my Patreon for full-length reactions to Hannibal Season 2, Hannibal Season 3, Good Omens Season 1, and Good Omens Season 2. And that way we can skip the chit-chat and get straight to the good part.
Answer a simple question.
If I hear one, of course.
This all started last week when the power went out, didn't it?
No, this all started a very long time ago.
So true.
So why were we all dancing?
I thought it might make you realize that Maggie loved you.
Oh wow, we're just saying it.
It all looks so simple in Jane Austen.
Now don't you let us in whether you like it or not.
Where'd you keep your records?
Records?
You know what? Finally some color in heaven.
You're a demon, I can't just... Do you know how much trouble I'll get into for this?
It's fine.
Is it fine?
Angels are like bees, fiercely protective of their hive. You're trying to get inside. Once you're in, oh.
But you don't look like a bee. Or a snake. Or a...
Bees.
You better work every single time. What in the world, Crowley? Crowley, we don't have time for your theatrics. We've got demons that we're fighting, sweetie.
We are the legions of the damned.
And y'all
We are
suck.
invincible. You don't frighten me.
Good. Okay, that's just nasty.
I had brothers. You don't scare me.
Just leave them alone, Maggie.
No, I'm not scared of them.
Okay, there's one thing about not being scared, but also I don't think we should provoke them.
I'm done with being scared.
Although, you know what? Stand up.
Please, Maggie, don't embarrass yourself in front of the woman you pathetically love.
She's not embarrassing herself. She's braver than anyone I know.
Too coward. You're nothing, Maggie. Look at you. You run the shop nobody visits. Unable to pay the rent.
Okay, wait, no, we will fight today, Shax. We're gonna have to kill her.
Nobody.
She has to die.
You live, and then you'll die. And nobody.
You want to come in here and say that to my face?
Did you just invite them in? Does it work like vampires? What? Rescind the invitation. Rescind the invitation.
Maggie, what just happened?
I think I might have just told them they could come in.
Get back here now, fast.
Stay back.
You can all leave now, and nobody will be hurt.
Aziraphale. I like you being assertive. Just listen to him and go. Oh, so you're mad that he's the most logical one in the group? Okay, we got a problem. We've got problems, plural. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what the plan is, but hopefully this portal has connections to the On High. And they have a couple of like angel soldiers that they can lend us for a little while. Also, Maggie girl, like I said, you can stand up to them. You don't have to be bullied. You can actually say whatever you want to. Here's the thing. You can take it too far, and then you've escalated the situation, and there's no way we're going backwards after that. So we accidentally invited all the demons in. So I guess the vampire rule works for these demons as well. Good to know. I don't know. Does anybody have a cross? Some holy water? Like, we can start exercising. Aziraphale, do you have holy water in the back? Can you make it holy if you pray over it? I don't know the parameters on that. I'm only talking because I'm nervous. I'm actually really a little bit nervous. Oh, and Shax? I used to like you. I at least used to respect you for a job well done. Now? Oh, that's over. I'm like Gabriel. I am having amnesia. I don't know who Shax is, but I do know I don't like him.
Nice office.
It's a bit lonely. That was why I was so pleased when they said I finally had a job on Earth. Every few hundred years, someone comes and asks me for something.
No, that's not fair.
I'm helping you, aren't I?
Yeah.
But you're an angel who likes to help people.
If he got on Gabriel.
It's all confidential. I can't show it to you. I mean, I couldn't open it if I wanted to.
How did you do that?
I haven't always been a demon, and they never changed their password.
They never change their passwords. You know what? Crowley is continually speaking facts, and they're mad about it. Okay.
Get there!
Yeah, F them up, F them up, F them up. They gotta go. Anybody else? Keep it coming.
Everything ends. Time and the world, and we begin eternity.
Why does this look like the Capitol in the Hunger Games?
Final victory of heaven on earth.
Sorry, just not seeing it this time. Armageddon, the sequel, that's a nah.
I think we've struck gold.
A little bit like there's dissent in heaven. Good job, Maggie.
Gabriel refused point blank to entertain another Armageddon. Doesn't sound like him at all.
Hello, Crowley. I didn't expect to ever see you again.
Do we know each other?
When you were an angel.
I meet a lot of people.
Crowley does not remember anyone, and you know what? Same.
I charge you to leave this place with all your people.
Dear Faith, what are you? Crowley's emotional support angel.
Shax, I've never hated a person more.
You need more big human meals, Aziraphale.
Okay, I need them to stop, like, weirdly fat-shaming Aziraphale.
You have refused to exercise your celestial authority, and you are henceforth removed from office.
Well, I accept my fate. Sometimes an angel just has to say, guys, enough.
Prince of Heaven to be cast into the outer darkness makes a good story. For it to happen twice makes it look like there is some kind of institutional problem.
It's an institutional problem. It's systemic. It's rotted and gutted.
To Junior Recording Angel, 38th class.
Well, that's pretty good, actually. I'm 37th class. I didn't know that there was one down.
Muriel, you're doing your best, and you know what? Don't take their judgment personally.
These clothes.
Are not appropriate.
Got it.
So they made him naked?
Take off my clothes and clean out my desk then.
You have a desk.
Yes, I do.
Michael, you're not as special as you think you are. Are y'all mad because he thinks for himself and he's logical? Gabriel, if I knew this about you before, I still would have felt the way I felt about you because what you were showing me was not good. But I might have respected you a little bit more.
If you must.
We gotta use what we have, and right now we have a lot of books. Muriel, avert your very pure eyes.
He dropped it.
Oh, because he put it in the matchbox and put the matchbox in the box, but then when he got to Earth, there was nothing. He didn't even throw a fit. He did exactly as y'all asked him to. He cleared out his desk.
Can we begin the memory wipe now?
Good idea.
Right.
Okay, so how do we burn down heaven? Maybe not all of it.
Stop lollygagging, you cowards. Get back up those stairs.
You really got the bottom of the barrel demons, which is exactly what you deserve, Shax.
Oh, it's something we're only meant to do when we're actually on a wartime footing.
Is that your halo? Also, you didn't have a headache? That thing was on tight. Oh, it's so pretty though. Dang, I was kind of hoping that it was gonna blow up and like just kill everybody. Why would you do that? The dumbest idiot. That thing packs a punch.
What did you just do?
I think I may have just started a war.
Well, what just happened?
I think your friend just declared war on hell.
All right, come on, let's get back there.
We keep trying so hard, and things keep not going our way, and it's not fair.
Whoa!
Of course he came back.
I did the thing with the halo.
You blew up your halo.
Oh crap, so everybody's here? I mean, I guess we did kind of declare war. Y'all started it. We were defending ourselves.
Whoa! Finally! Nobody's at war. Those idiots there want their Archangel back so they can fire him.
Dang, I was really hoping that Shax was dead.
If it is to be war.
No war.
We're not having a war. Shut up. Let that go. You're not gonna make fetch happen.
What was I doing?
You were writing a message.
I am in the fly. What fly?
Lord Beelzebub.
That little fly that was always around the bookshop, and it was very strange because we only have one fly bothering us.
There's only one fly here, and it's familiar. Come here. Come on.
Sometimes Beelzebub is just like a little cool.
You're perfect. Here. Take it.
Is there a thing? Because how did we get the fly? And it's Beelzebub's fly? What do y'all two got going on? Oh, please, no, 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 no. No, please, no. Okay, that's nasty. I hate it. I hate everything about that.
How I am supposed to get 10 million angels to stand down from their war footing.
You should try to get 10 million demons to put down their weapons and go back to work.
Is Beelzebub two different people?
You can't sit there. I'm waiting for someone.
You're waiting for me.
New face. I've had the old one for 6,000 years. I just thought it was time for a change.
Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies.
Bills.
Watch.
That's nasty. That's really nasty.
Everyone in heaven is all like, well, you're the commander-in-chief. Can't you just make the war happen anyway? Like I make the rules.
That's exactly what my lot said.
They're feeling underappreciated in heaven and hell. And then they found each other, and then they actually communicated. Why do they have a stronger relationship than like anyone outside of Crowley and Aziraphale and Nina and Maggie?
Instead of Armageddon, what about no Armageddon?
Sounds great to me.
No Armageddon.
Why do I like them together?
I like the song.
The records, they keep playing this doggone song.
Every day something is getting closer.
Then I also like it.
Love like yours will surely come.
Nope, I already like them together. Dang, I am on the ship. I got here. I didn't even sign up for this. So, is this a date? Because this feels like a date. Dang it, writers, how'd y'all make me like two people that I did not like at all? In only a few episodes.
That song will always be here on that jukebox to comfort the afflicted.
Because that's how y'all feel, and y'all feel comforted.
I should give you something. Here. It's for you. You never know when you'll need it.
Oh, not the physical contact. I'm done.
I don't actually know what to say.
Why not?
No one's ever given me anything before.
I'm gonna freaking cry. Do not do this to me.
You.
Them.
Thank you.
Oh.
Silly, silly angel. Collaborating with heaven. I just found something that mattered more to me than choosing sides.
Oh my god.
What are mortals doing here? Someone turn them into pillars of salt. Seracriel, I'm on it.
I didn't like it when you did that to Lot's wife in the Old Testament. How dare you even try to think about doing it to Maggie? Because y'all weren't paying attention and noticing that humans were in the building.
Tell anybody about any of this. Not that anyone would ever believe a word.
I was going to say, no one's going to believe this.
Could you nip down the mini mart and pick me up some cream, oat milk, soy milk, and almond milk?
All the milks. No, not sending Maggie on errands like Aziraphale does to Crowley.
I demand that you hand over both Gabriel and Beelzebub as gifts for Satan our master.
We're not giving gifts to Satan. Let that go.
Why don't we ask them where they'd like to go?
Beelzebub is my heaven.
And where you are, my sweet, is forever my hell.
Oh.
If you leave, you can never come back.
Love like yours will surely come my way.
Oh, can I get my flat back?
Who the hell cares?
I care! I'm bored of living in my car.
Aziraphale, the way you look at Crowley.
And who are you?
The Metatron. Right, you, back to heaven, spit spot, not another word. Not you.
Your reverence, your...
Oh, so now you got respect? Now that you know their title?
Off you go, the lot of you. Except the dim one.
The dim one? Muriel's whites are whiter than everybody else's whites.
Shall we take a little stroll?
No, I don't trust it. You can talk right here in this room.
They can't get any weirder.
No, it can always get weirder, Crowley. You should know this.
When Aziraphale does come back, I think we need a little us time.
Tidied up. Where's the other one? We need to talk to you.
The other one.
I can't start seeing Maggie.
Yes.
When I'm ready, I hope
There we
she'll
go.
be there, but there isn't any guarantee.
There is.
My God.
Because you and Mr. Fell
don't ever talk to each other.
We talk all the time. We've been talking for millions of years.
Y'all talk around things.
I say something brilliant, he says something unintentionally funny back. It's great.
You never say what you're really thinking.
I don't know what to say. Well then, go and tell your friend the good news.
Aziraphale does not look happy. What the hell happened? Old man, what did you say to him? What have you done?
I've got something to say.
Oh wait, are we talking?
You know, it's probably best if I start off doing all the talking, you do all the listening, because I don't start talking now, I won't ever start talking.
Hold that thought. The Metatron, you know, I don't think he's as bad a fellow. Well, I think I might have misjudged him.
Sir.
And he asked who I thought should take over in heaven now that Gabriel was gone.
You're a leader, you're honest, you don't just tell people what they want to hear.
The timing could not be worse, though.
He said what?
He said I could appoint you to be an angel.
Okay, but now we have to listen to what Crowley wants.
Like the old times.
Told him just where he could stick it then.
Not at all.
Oh, we're better than that. You're better than that, Angel. You don't need them. I certainly don't need them.
But heaven, well, it's the side of truth, of light.
It should be, not technically, though.
When heaven ends life here on Earth, it'll be just as dead as if hell ended it. Tell me you said no.
Don't do this to me. Do not do this to me.
I could always rely on you. You could always rely on me. We're a team, a group. And we've spent our existence pretending that we aren't. And I would like to spend.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if Gabriel and Beelzebub, then we can. We don't need heaven. We don't need hell. They're toxic.
They are toxic.
Oh, truly. Nothing lasts forever.
No, y'all last forever. Your love lasts forever.
Good luck. Good luck? Crowley, come back! I need you!
I have no words.
I think I understand a whole lot better than you do.
And there's nothing more to say.
No, there's a lot more to say, and this one conversation needs to be several conversations over time.
Hannah, I don't hear anything.
That's the point. No nightingales.
Why is this the saddest kiss, though? Why is the first kiss the saddest kiss?
I forgive you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why? Y'all wanted to break my heart? So you wanted to do this to me. Why?
How did he take it?
Horribly. It was horrible.
Ah, well, always did want to go his own way. Always asking damn fool questions.
Oh, you mean questions that need to be asked, but y'all don't like to hear and be brought into reality about how things are?
My bookshop.
Well, for now, I've entrusted it to Muriel. So it should be in good hands. Well, I can't think of a better angel to wrap things up. We call it the second coming.
Oh, crap. No, see, that's a deal breaker, and you buried the lead. You should have said that first.
Doors closing.
Here's the thing. I am sad and heartbroken, but I am not angry at either one of them. I do understand how both of them feel.
A nightingale.
No, this is cruel and unusual punishment. How dare you play this song? Exactly. Cut it off, turn it off. We're gonna have to drive in silence. And y'all want to end it with a split screen? See, you know what? Nope. I don't even have words, y'all. Like, I'm so sad. We were doing so well. I had hope for the future. And now I'm a clown. I feel like the debrief might be a little sad, but I'll catch y'all over there. All right, and that concludes season 2, episode 6 of Good Omens. And y'all, Happiness isn't exactly how I would describe how I'm feeling right now, but despite that soul-crushing ending, everything else turned out pretty okay. Aziraphale, Maggie, and Crowley were able to fend off Shax and her horde of bumbling demons by getting some of them sucked up into a portal, and others we had to pull out the old Home Alone method, which was extremely effective. Which also just shows like how horrible these demons were. And you know what, for the most part, I'm gonna blame Shax and your horrible leadership skills. Shax, these demons are a reflection of you, and you don't come out winning. And because Shax is still alive, Shax is still a threat. And I feel like we should have eliminated the threat. I do feel like we should have killed her. And if she comes back in season 3, I'm wishing for her death. Also because she wanted to be a bully and say the most hurtful things that she could think of to Maggie and Aziraphale. Shax, you can be evil without being distasteful. That's why no one's on your side. When it comes to Maggie and Nina, they fought the forces of hell together and prevailed in battle. And they verbally address with both Crowley and Aziraphale that it's not okay for y'all to just be playing in our lives for your amusement, because y'all spend so much time trying to get Nina and Maggie together that y'all are dancing around the subject of Crowley and Aziraphale being together. So I am glad that Maggie and Nina are starting with friendship and communication, and then if it develops into something more, and according to Maggie, oh it will, then that's what's best for everybody. When it comes to the Metatron, or Mastodon, or whatever his name was, the old man from the portal, when it comes to him, I'm about 50-50. I love that he put the other angels in their places, because that's exactly what needs to happen. Especially with the way that Michael and Uriel created a coup to oust Gabriel out of his job because they're jealous, and he wasn't just going to hand over what they wanted. He thought for himself, he didn't play into your groupthink, and y'all couldn't take it, so y'all fired him. And you know what? He bowed out gracefully, because he didn't want to be around y'all anyways. And no wonder Gabriel was such a jerk. If I spent thousands of years having to deal with Michael and Uriel, I'd be a jerk too. I mean, probably not me personally, but I can see how another person would develop into a jerk. Because those two are a walking, talking, hostile environment. My boy Gabriel couldn't wait to get up out of there. To the surprise of me to learn that him and Beelzebub have a thing. Have a really good thing, like a solid thing. And I love it. And I did not know this is something that I needed until I got it. And now that I do have it, I'm going to cherish it. They make me smile. They warm my heart. They meet up at the pub. They have deep conversations. I mean, as deep as Bills and Gabriel get. They have a song that is their song. And they even bop their heads in a synchronized motion. I love them, actually. You know what? I ship them so hard. And while the constant flies would be a deal breaker for me, Gabriel doesn't mind it, which makes them perfect for each other. Beelzebub even gave him a fly to keep his memory in. Bills didn't know that's what was going to happen, but said, you know what? Just in case, here's something in your back pocket because I like you and I want you to win. And that's exactly what Gabriel needed, to the point that Gabriel wrote himself a little note on his box to be like, oh yeah, it's in the fly. This show showed their relationship in one episode and won me over. So congrats, writers. Y'all absolutely did your thing. Oh, and it got my heart when Gabriel was like, nope, I found my heaven. And Beelzebub was like, I found my hell. And then they went off into the sunset together. I love that for them. They deserve. They weren't feeling appreciated in the workplace anyways. The same workplace that now wants Aziraphale to work up in there. We need change. We need reform. Aziraphale can do a lot of good that is needed. But even Father Time was like, oh no, we're preparing for the second coming. In other words, another Armageddon. And here's the thing. If Aziraphale does go to heaven and becomes a leader, and hopefully we can stall Armageddon number 2 if he's in a higher position of power. Working from the inside is not a bad thing. But like everything else in life, unfortunately, we're between a rock and a hard place. But before we get into the rock and the hard place, I'm not going to forget about my girl Mariel. Studious, adorable, loyal. And it made me sad when they were going to demote Gabriel to like the 38th level of heaven. And Mariel was like, well, I'm 37. And I also didn't know that like it could even go this low. And even then, Mariel didn't whine or complain. Mariel just continued to do her job. And she got to discover a love for reading. And now is in charge of the bookshop. And you know what? It will forever be Aziraphale's bookshop. And I hope we get our boy back soon. But right now, it's in good, trusted hands. I do trust Muriel to be a good steward over the bookshop. Seeing how in season 1 it got burned down, and then here in season 2 we use books as weapons against demons. I mean, for the most part, everything is fine and has worked out, even in some cases, good. But the closest thing to my heart, y'all decided to destroy me and my joy and my happiness. Y'all got me hooked on Crowley and Aziraphale, and now y'all are making them go their separate ways. And we didn't even get the nightingale singing about being in the park or the square, whatever the words to the song is. I know it when I hear it, but we didn't get that. We got extremely sad and dramatic violins. I mean, Nina and Maggie were right. Crowley and Aziraphale, they talk all the time. They've been spending thousands of years talking to each other. And those conversations are important, and they're deep, and they needed to be had, and they developed into personal growth for the both of them. But they don't discuss their feelings for each other together out loud. Aziraphale has been spending every time that he's not talking, looking at Crowley with adoration and heart eyes. And we could all feel the love. And when it comes to Crowley, his dedication, his loyalty, his hard work, he uses all of that together to better Aziraphale's life and mood and well-being. And right now, even though my heart hurts, I'm going to do my best to keep hope alive for season 3 of Good Omens, that they get back together. But right now, my boys are going through the worst time. They're going through a real life struggle. And this notion of being a team together, the two of them on their own teams, outside of heaven and hell, has been a reoccurring subject throughout the last 2 seasons. And because I've seen almost every step of the way before we got here, I understand both of them. I'm not mad at Aziraphale for his choice, which was not easy. I am not mad at Crowley for his choice, which was not easy. Crowley has this long-lasting independence that pretty much got him kicked out of heaven to begin with. So why would he want to go back to a place where he's not wanted? And Crowley was never dedicated to the forces of hell. We could see that in the fact that he does not remember anybody. He can't remember names or faces and really does not care. So he wasn't really rocking with heaven or hell. So it makes sense that my independent baby wants to continue down a road of independence, not being tied down to ideology. But at exactly the same time, we have Aziraphale, who is a big picture thinker, who is at his center pure and true and loving. He sees that there's work that needs to be done in heaven, and he's willing to step up to the plate to enact change. I can't hate on that. He's doing exactly what he wants to do and what he feels like is right. But right now, with emotions being high, Crowley and Aziraphale, they don't see a middle ground. They see this as the final nail in the coffin, and no, y'all two don't die. So there is no final nail in the coffin, and we're just gonna have to treat this like we treated every other trial and tribulation along the way. We're gonna need space and time apart to reflect and ponder on ourselves and what we want, and then we return to each other a little bit more mature and a little bit more compassionate. I love this season so much, and it's not very often that you get a season 2 that's like better than season 1, but no, we're just climbing higher, and I love that for us. Big shout out to all the writers, actors, the cast, and the crew. Also a huge shout out to all of my patrons over on Patreon and all my YouTube subscribers. I thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. I've fallen behind on comments, but that's because I've been avoiding any spoilers like the plague, so I gotta get caught up on that. I need to tally up all of the brownie points that everyone has earned over the last 2 seasons. I'm going to release a separate video with my favorite moments also included. Be on the lookout for that. The next show I'm going to be reacting to that's already scheduled is going to be Interview with a Vampire, but that doesn't come out until May 12th. So if you guys have any suggestions for like a series that has about 5 to 6 episodes in the first season, I'm totally down. Please drop your suggestions anywhere in any comment section. I'll probably take a week off to gather my heart and my feelings back together. But after that week, I'm very much willing to dip my toe into something new. But once again, thank you to everyone who's been along on this journey with me. And before you go, if you could do me a quick favor, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for post notifications, follow me on all my social media, follow my Patreon, and that way I can see you next time with another one. Bye, y'all.